As we approach the beginning of Atlantic hurricane season, outlooks and predictions for what the season will look like are starting to come out. Meteorologist Cheryl Nelson spoke with a researcher at Colorado State University about what he's expecting when it comes to major storm systems in 2026.
I'm at the National Tropical Weather Conference in beautiful South Padre Island, Texas, and I'm here with Dr. Phil Klotzbach, meteorologist at Colorado State University. He has just released the 2026 hurricane forecast. All right, Dr. Klotzbach, good to see you. What is the headline for this upcoming hurricane season?
Yeah, so we're forecasting a slightly below normal hurricane season this year, a total of 13 named storms. Of those 13, 6 becoming hurricanes. Of those 6, 2 becoming major category 3, 4, 5 hurricanes. An average season has 14, 7, and 3. So we're forecasting one fewer of each of those categories this year.
And you spoke this morning about a potentially significant El Nino developing. How does that play into this season's hurricane forecast in the Atlantic Basin?
Yeah, so El Nino is warmer than normal water in the central and eastern tropical Pacific. When it's there, and especially when it gets strong, it creates very strong levels of vertical wind shear, which is the change in wind speed and direction with height in the atmosphere. Too much shear is good for us. It's bad for the hurricanes. It tends to tear them apart. So right now we are anticipating probably a moderate to potentially even strong El Nino event by the peak of the Atlantic season, which is in September.
As we both know, though, it only takes one storm to make it a devastating season. And I know a lot of us in Hampton Roads, we think back to 2003 and Hurricane Isabel. You can't say that name in Hampton Roads. So what should people take away from this, even though it's going to be potentially a below normal season?
Yeah, we always do emphasize, with all of our seasonal forecasts is that you want to be prepared the same for every hurricane season, regardless of seasonal outlooks from our group at Colorado State, from NOAA, or from any other group doing these predictions. Because as you mentioned, it just takes that one storm near you to make it a very busy season.
And finally, in Virginia Beach, I know it's hard to get a direct hit. A lot of the storms come up through North Carolina, but that can still be just as devastating, can it?
That's correct. Yes. Sometimes landfalls that occur, say, over the Outer Banks, then the storms come on up. Those can also be very, very damaging and devastating.
Yeah, with the storm surge, all of that we have to take into effect, that right front quadrant.
That is correct.
Yes. All right. Dr. Phil Klotzbach, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it. So there you go. Hot off the press, the latest hurricane forecast season. It only takes one, so you have to prepare no matter what. From South Padre Island, Texas, I'm meteorologist Cheryl Nelson, 13 News Now.